have you guys been playing Rivals and you notice players leaving the game midway through? Okay, they did not disconnect, they physically chose to leave the game for whatever reason, maybe to rage quit, or maybe to just go play a different game or to say I'm done for the day. Whatever the case may be, they still chose to leave the game midway through, leaving you stranded inside the game alone in a disadvantaged situation. If this is you, which it should be because it happens to everyone on Rivals so frequently that I would say like 2 or 3 matches out of every 5 has a player leave the game. And like I said, the issue with this is because if you leave the game, obviously, if you're in a 2v2, let's use that as an example. If you're in a 2v2, okay, 2v2, your teammate leaves the game, you're now in a 1v2. Okay, that's a very disadvantaged situation. You're probably not going to win unless you're a really good player. And even if you are a good player, you know, you still can potentially lose the game in a 1v2 situation. Now let's take that and let's go over to 3v3, okay? Let's say your teammate leaves. You're now in a 2v3. Let's say your second teammate leaves, which has happened to me in the past. You're now in a 1v3 situation. You're definitely guaranteed to lose the game. It's completely unfair, and it's like the matches last anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes. They're super short. It's not anything like CSGO, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or Counter-Strike 2, where the competitive games last anywhere from an hour or 2. It's nothing like that. It's literally 3 to 8 minutes, and I believe that everybody can stick through that, even if you have to AFK. AFKing is much better than leaving the game. And I think everyone agrees with that, because we all deal with this issue, and it's so annoying. It happens so frequently, and it's been happening for months and months and months, ever since this game was released. And people have been angry. People have been wanting a fix for so long, and nobody has listened to them. Nobody has heard their concerns, and nobody's fixed the issue. But as Rival's very first president in 2025, I will fix the issue on day 1. And to fix the issue, I'm going to tell you my plan right now because it's a really good plan. It will work, and it's working on other games that I will give examples in just a second. So here's how we're going to fix the issue. If you leave the game midway through on purpose, that means you did not get disconnected, because if you did get disconnected, it wasn't your fault, and we're going to protect your streak for that. But if you left on purpose, we're going to hand you a 1-hour ban, okay? It's nothing major, it's nothing big, it's not like a day ban or a year ban or a permanent ban. It's just a 1-hour ban. And you're going to get banned for an hour every single time that you leave the game midway through, okay? Don't start a game unless you know that you're going to be able to finish it, or unless you know that you want to play the game. I mean, I guess you could leave the game midway through and just accept a ban, but I mean, you would be banned for an hour, so you're not going to be able to play for an entire hour. And for most players, this will force them to not leave the game, because if they're banned for an hour and Rivals is their favorite game on Roblox, just like it is for me, Rivals is my favorite game on Roblox too. But, you know, if I knew that I was going to get banned for an hour if I left this game, I would not risk it. I would stick all the way until the end because I want to continue playing Rivals. There are other games, real popular games, like Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Counter-Strike 2 that use this same methodology, okay? But they take it even further, okay? So if you're playing competitive on those games and you leave the game midway through, you cannot play competitive for another hour, and if you do it again, it ups it. So it goes to 5 hours, 10 hours, a day, and it just keeps going. And I raised this as a point of talking. So in the last video, I raised it as a point of talking. I said, look, maybe we should have it where if we, if a player leaves the game midway through, they get a ban for an hour on their first offense. Okay, now let's say they do it a second time. Then maybe they'll get 5 hours, and then 10 hours on the third time. I don't think we're going to go with that. I've actually changed my opinion on that. We will not go with that. We will stick with 1-hour bans and only 1-hour bans. Because if we go anything above that, it just seems too extreme. In my opinion, it seems too extreme. We only need the 1-hour bans. And so we're going to stick with that. If players get banned for an hour, they're not going to want to leave. And look, even if you have to go somewhere, even if you have to go eat or something, just AFK, okay? Because AFKing in the game is much better than leaving. Number 1, you're not going to receive the 1-hour ban. And number 2, your teammate could potentially utilize you being AFK as a distraction against the other team. And that's a lot better than the other team just targeting the one person that's not AFK or the one person that didn't leave the game. But that's issue number 2. players leaving the game midway through, and that's how we're going to fix it. Let me know if you agree with this opinion. Let me know if you agree with the plan on how to fix this issue, and let me know if you agree that this is an issue, that this is a major issue that needs to be fixed immediately. It's one of the biggest issues that we have here in Rivals, and I think everybody can agree with that. Comment the words down below, I agree, in the comment section if you agree that this is a major issue that Rivals needs to be fixing immediately. And if you would love me to be the first president of Rivals in 2025, because trust me, we're going to be working hard to fix major issues throughout the game. That's my goal, is to look at every single potential issue that we can find and fix it for you so that you can get the best game possible. Look, Rivals is my favorite game on Roblox. I know it potentially is yours as well, and I would love it for it to be yours. And in order for us to do that, we need to fix major issues that hold it back, okay? It holds back the game from becoming the #1 game on Roblox. And once we fix these issues, once we upgrade the game, level it up, make sure that players are happy with the game will become #1 on Roblox. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for 2025. Happy New Year, by the way. And I will see you on the next video once we explain issue number 3 that we're going to be dealing with and fixing for you guys working hard.